Okay, guys, welcome to IC Education, the only education that matters. I can hit 500 subscribers. Eh? It's not bad. I'm on 346, Mr. Trinisha. Maybe by the end of the
How
year,
you're growing, man.
end of the year, I can get maybe 1,000 yana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get it. Okay, yeah. Let's look at this example. Euler's. Let's go. It's time to put the work in. Okay, Euler's method, Mr. Trinichi and Mr. Andani. Yeah, I'm growing, Mr. Trinichi. I am growing. Okay, first thing to do when you have a Euler's formula, what you do, you must make y prime subject to the formula. What do I mean that, like, what do I mean by this? You make subject to the formula. There are some instances where you are given the formula to be y prime, let's say, plus 2x. Okay, let me not just to create something. Let me show you something. If I can show you here, oh, this one is already given like that. If I can show you here, this is what I mean. If you want to use Euler, you make sure that y prime is the subject of the formula. If you have y prime plus 2y equal to this, so you have to make sure first y prime is written like this. That's the first rule. Luckily, in this example here, I'm gonna be checking the formula while we're doing. It's just to, because these things, numerical, how can I say, numerical application are very easy. It's just a matter of being very focused. That's just it. Applying the right formula and being focused. That's all. Now, what do we do, Mr. Trinichi? We are here. You make y prime subject of the formula, which is already this one. So what do we have here? We have y1 equal to 1. What does this mean? This means like you have how can I say it? This is y1, so it means your x0 here is 1. Okay, how can I explain this? The first condition given to you is always gonna be your initial condition. It is not always that your initial condition here will give you 0. No, I even took some couple of examples last time. When it comes to initial condition, guys, is we all start from the beginning, but we all don't start from the same place. For instance, there are rich people, there are poor people, there are middle classes. So if someone who's born in middle classes and someone who's born rich, we all have a beginning, but do we agree that we're not all starting from 0? That's what it means. So the initial condition, it actually depends on the who's searching the question. But the first condition that you see is your initial condition. So this means you have x0. The guy inside here gives you x0. The guy outside gives you y0. I hope I'm making sense. That's what you need to know. Inside is x0, outside is y0. Now let's do it fast. I will try to make this class short. I'm a bit dizzy today, I don't know why. Okay, x0 is equal to 1, y0 is equal to what? 1. So what do we do? Remember, we are given this function. This is called a step h. What is a step? They want you to solve, like, if this is x0, the following one is what? Is x1. What is x1? x1 is 1 plus the step. That's what it means. It can be written in other forms, either like this, or it can be stated. What do I mean? Let me show you through an example. You see what I'm talking about. Okay, in this case, it's also written like this. Is there a place where it is not written like that? But anyway, I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, it's given like this. Whatever you have in the middle is the step. So what does it simply mean? It simply means you want to get to, let's say, to 2, but using the step of this. Okay, if I can relate it to real life, let's say you want to know the distance, or you want to get to work where you work. Now, they want you to calculate to go to work using every 500 meters. What does it mean? You are using the step of 500 meters. Like after 500 meters, you record. After another, you record until you get to work. That's what's happening here. That's why we use this step. In another word, it is also called decrement. 1,5. So which is what? Now what do you have here? y1, which is unknown. Now you go to x2. x2 will be this 1,5 that you see here plus 0,5. So this is x2. So x2 is equal to what? x2 is equal to 2. So what do we need? y2. So we do stop here. That's what it means. Once you reach this x, you do stop here. So we know that we have this. What are the unknowns? The m is simply to solve for y1 and then y2. So what do? We use the formula of Euler's method. So like I said, I don't think it will be emphasizing on this because this was done in diploma, and yeah, but let's do it. Now what do? We know that this is written already in terms of y prime, which makes our job easier. So what is the following step? Following step, as we see here, there's no formula here. They're supposed to have a formula. Yeah. Here is the formula. Let me copy it. As you can see, they even wrote it here step. They even say x0 is 1, y0 is 1. Reason being, I think I'll explain it there. So what you will do, you're simply gonna be solving for y1 and y2. So this example is quite short. Okay, it's all about formula, guys. All about it. So let me paste the formula and then we start solving. The numerical is very easy, guys, but it needs you to pay attention. The way it's easy, it is also easy to make a mistake. So here is the formula, guys. So what does it mean? If you want to rewrite this, remember, you have yn plus 1. Remember? Yes? Any question? Yeah, you can ask my brother. Ask, please.
Nah, no, nothing, guys.
Oh, hey, Mr. Trinici. How was your day, my brother? Your day was
My
short.
day is fine, man. I just have people here now trying to annoy me.
Excuse
She's
you.
She's here, but she doesn't want to leave.
I wish I were you, my brother.
I'm studying, man. She must.
Yeah, Wajola.
Let's continue. Hey,
Mr.
you see,
Ndani.
you're recording. Let's go. Let's continue.
I'm recording. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, ne? Yeah, you can say hi. We greet you. Me and Ndani greet her. Isn't it, Mr. Ndani?
She says hi.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back to work. Hi. Okay, Mr. Trinici. Enjoy, my friend. Enjoy after the class. Now, this is what we do when you write it in this y prime. This is simply this part. That's what it means. But anyway, let's start solving. You know that the first thing that you have here, it is n equals 0. So if n equals 0, your formula becomes what? y1, y0, plus h. H is the step. H is the step. Multiply by what? F of x 0 and y0. Now here's the trick, the thing about numerical equation. You need the other guy to get the other guy. I don't know how to make it in the right, to make it make sense. You need the information of x0 here, of n equals 0, to get y1. And then you will need y1 to get y2. That's just the trick about these things here. All of them, they are like that. So if we want to solve y1, what we do, we substitute. What is y0? You know y0 is 1. Plus, what is the step? The step is 0,5. Multiply as a function of what? What is x0? x0 is 1. What is y0? Y0 is 1. So what do we do here? 1 plus 0, 5. Now you replace this 1 and 1 and in this function here. So it means you're going to have 0, 2. Where there's x, you put 1. And where there's y, you put also 1. After doing this calculation, therefore, you've got your y1. So it's straightforward, guys. All I want to check here is how many values are they rounding off. They are rounding after 4. So also keep your rounding after 4. But please read the question or read the front paper. Sometimes the lecturer tells you the rounding that he wants to. But if there is no specification, please round up to 4 after the digit. What am I saying? Am I making sense, guys?
Yeah.
Round out of 4 after the comma, not after the digit here. That's the English. Yeah, if you get to y1, remember you use y1 to get y2. So we're not gonna waste much time on this. Like I said, this is just a revision. So what will be y2? You can write without thinking. I know that I'll be having y1 plus h function of x1, and then I have y1. Okay, what is y1? Y1 is, we don't know if y, okay, we found y1. That's what we use, what we have to find the other guy. What did they get as answer? They got 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. It doesn't really matter, but they got 1, 1. Because 0 after the comma doesn't count. 1, 1 plus, what is the step? 0, 5. Function, what is x1? Remember, this is x1. 1, 5. And what is y1? Y1 is 1, 1. So what do? You bring again this, you put in your formula. 0, 5 as function of 0, 2. What is x? 1, 5. And this one is 1, 1. So if we do this, we get the answer of y2. And you are done. So, any question? This is just a quick warm-up before we move to what is important. Can we move, right? Remember, guys, I just want to show you, it's all about the formulas and getting this value and substituting. All the numerical equation, I'm repeating all of them, it's all about the formulas. And you have to be very careful with the calculator. Yeah, and how you're rounding your answer. Because if you round, let's say here you round 1, that side 2, it may affect your answer. Not it may, it will affect it. Can we move to the big guys?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, my good people. Thank you for being with me. What I know.
Yeah, it's fine. We can move.
What I'm certainly sure, you won't be having this. This is a diploma level. So what we'll be emphasizing is the Eulers of second order. Yeah, this one, I am sure. I am sure of this guy. Okay, once again, it's all about the formula. Once again, guys, it's all about the formula. So what are they saying? We approximate this and we say yn plus 1 to be this. Okay. Just like we did with the previous example, here also, you do have a step, you do have x0. The only difference now, when you have a second order, you have now the derivative as well. That is the difference. That is the difference, guys. But what is the first rule, Mr. Trinici? The first rule is always to make y second subject of the formula. On first derivative, we were making first derivative subject of formula. On the second order, we make the second order subject of formula. And all the steps are the same. What is our formula? What is the main formula here? This guy is the main formula. But anyway, let me pick the problem, paste there, and then we can enjoy ourselves. Hey, Mr. Trinity. What is the password?
Nah, this is my housemate, Chance. Don't laugh. It's my housemate.
Ah, my brother, I didn't even ask you. Did we ask, Mr. Nani? Did we ask? No, I didn't ask you. I just said Mr. Trinity. Nothing like.
Oh, no, I know you tend to ask certain questions.
No. You have the wrong idea of me, bro.
Let's 2 minutes.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about this when we close the recording. Yeah. Okay, guys. Once again, now let's pay attention here. First, this is the step. Okay, that's what I was saying. Sometimes it can be given like this, the step, or they put it in between the way it was written. It doesn't have to confuse you. Now, what does this mean? In this case here, this condition where it's written y0 to be equal to 0, it means this value here is x0, which is 0. This value here is y0, which is 0. Just get the principle, guy. You'll get this right. Now we have y prime of 0 is equal to minus 3. So this one will give you what? It will give you x prime of 0 to be equal to 0. This one is y prime of 0 to be equal to 3. That's what this condition means. These are initial conditions for x and for y and the derivative. Now, what do we do? Still the same step. We know that x0 is what? 0. And y0 is 0. Now, using this step, we need to get x1. What is x1? x1 is 0 plus the step 0,1. Do you agree it is 0,1? And therefore, y1 is what? Y1 is, we don't know. That's what we are looking for. Now, we go again, x2. What is x2? x2 is 0,1 plus the step 0,1. That's how you do it, guys. It gives you, sorry, this is 0,1. It gives you 0,2, and this side you have y2. Any questions so far, guys? If these steps are still the same that the previous one, the only guy that is new is the derivative. Are we together, guys?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Trinity. Now that we have made this guy, so if in case that, let me scroll down again. I just want to look for an example or a problem where it is not subject of the formula. But you get the whole idea, right? Let's say like this one. What do you do first? You make y second subject of the formula. Always. Now, what do we do, Mr. Trinity? Let's get back to our example. Pick the formula and apply the formula. That is all it is about. Now, y second n equals 0. Y second this. This is yn plus 1. We've got y1, y prime 1. Okay. So for this, what do? We need to solve for y1, y prime 1, y second 1, and then you are done for n equals 0. You do. Ooh, this is actually interesting, guys. Okay, Mr. Trinity, do you guys agree that it's actually easy this thing? Do you guys agree that we have y0 and y prime 0, right? What we don't have is what? it is what we don't have, it is y secant 0. I don't know if they are writing it like this, or let me see how they are writing it. Or they are writing it like this. Okay, let's just rewrite it first, the way they are writing the function. Okay, let's be together here, my good people. You can rewrite this function to be y secant n to be equal to xn. Ooh, I need to make the difference between my x and my n. Otherwise, it's gonna be a big trouble. This one is x, n. Yeah. This one is yn prime. This one is 2yn. Okay, this is the first step. You write everything with n. Remember, we've got for n equals 0. What do we have? We have x0 and we have y0, but we don't have y secant 0. So when you come here, you said for n equals 0, what do you have? You have y secant 0 to be equal to what? x0 y0 prime minus 2y0. Now, what is x0? Remember, x0 is 0. So, whatever will be here, what is y prime 0? Y prime 0 is 3. So, but this multiplication will give 0 because x0 is 0. Minus 2. What is y0? Y0 is also 0. So, everything here is 0. So, what does this mean? We have all the condition for n equals 0. We know that when we have n equals 0, we know that this is 0, this is this, and y secant 0 is also 0. It is important first to get all the initial condition. We've got for y prime. First thing to do, we write our equation like this, and then we get for the second derivative. Now, what do we need to go now? We need to solve for, remember, for y1, y prime 1, and y secant 1. What do we do to solve them? Now, there comes the formula. What is the formula? What is the formula? Here's the general formula. So we approximate, that's what we do on this one. Let me print it for you. And guys, this formula will be provided. It will be provided. So all you need to know is to not to cram them, to remember them. Gentlemen, gentlemen. That is a polite way of calling a man. Gentlemen. So gentlemen, my good friends. Technology. Okay, here is the formula, Mr. Trinici. Sorry guys, I'm on the call. Allô? Allô? Non, j'avais laissé le téléphone au salon. Je sais que je vais reprendre en ligne. Okay. ready, my gentlemen. I just had a call, and yeah, let's continue. Sorry about that. Okay, remember, we are still here for n equals 0. Remember, now if n equals 0, now using the formula, we have all the condition now. If n equals 0, what are we gonna have for this guy here? We're going to have y1. This one will be y0. This one will be this one will be the step. This one will be y prime of 0 plus step square divided by 2 factorial multiplied by y second 0, which the one that we first solved. Now, how do we get y1, guys? What is y0? Remember, y0 is 0, so it's 0 plus what is h? H is given as 0, 1. Multiply. What is y prime 0? Y prime 0 is minus 3. Is it minus 3 or 3? Minus 3. Yeah. So we have minus 3. And then plus h square, which is 0, 1 square divided by 2 factorial multiplied by y0. Remember, y0 is 0. So in this expression, y1 here is equal to this times this. What do they got as answer? I hope you're with me, guys. Yes, you're with me. What did they get as answer? Okay, they got minus this. Now, for y prime, look, this is the formula to get y1. This is the formula to get y prime. And what is the formula to get y second? The formula to get y second is simply the original one that we defined. Now, if you get y1, remember, I'm going to repeat the step. The step is writing y second subject of the formula, and then writing it in terms of n, and look for the first, for n equals 0, look for the second derivative answer when n equals 0. And after that, you start applying formula. This first formula is to get y1. The second formula that we're going to apply is to get y prime, and the following one is to get y second. Now, what do we do here? Let me just copy the answer. They got minus 3, minus 0, 3, minus 0, 3. Now, for the other guy, what is the formula? Here's the formula. Let me print it as well. Let me use the technology. Okay, here we go. You use this formula here to solve for what? Y prime. Remember, we are still for n equals 0. If n equals 0, what will you have? You'll have y prime of 1 to be equal to what? Y prime 0. Remember, n equals 0 plus h multiplied by y second of 0. But remember, y second of 0, you know it's 0. So this part will not exist. So what we're going to have as answer? What is y prime of 0? Y prime of 0 is minus 3. So now you got minus 3. I hope that's what they got as well. Yeah. Now, to get y second 1, you use the formula that you've made subject of the formula. Ooh, I don't know if I'm making sense by saying that, but you use this n plus 1 to be equal to, no, un. Wait, let me check. Are they using it as n plus 1? Or it is un? No, 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 no. For n equals 0, we get y1 and then we get y prime. So how do we get okay, how do we get y second? We go for n equal 1 because there is no transition. Yes. Now, for you to get y1 here, it means now you are starting, you have to move for n equal 1. Okay. I think I'm going to put it in the simplest word so that you can understand what's happening. We use the initial condition n equals 0, we get the y second here. The same n equals 0 gives us y1 and y prime 0. Now, when you move for n equal 1, the first thing that you get the second derivative of 1. Now, the same n equal 1 will give you y1 and y2 prime. Let's see. For distance here, this one will give y1 second to be equal. This one is x1 multiplied by y1 prime minus 2y1. So what is the answer? What is x1? X1 is this one. Remember? 0, 1. Mr. Skilish, are you with me? Hello, guys.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
So what is y prime 1? Y prime 1, what is it? Okay, is what we found here. It is minus 3. It is what was found here. Minus 2. What is y1? Y1 is minus 0, 3. So if you do this with your calculator, you'll get the answer that, which is what here? What did they got again? They got 0, 3. Now, for the same n equal 1, now we're going to get y1 and y prime 2. Now, how do we get? We're going to get y2 and y prime 2. How do we get it? Remember, here is the formula. If this is the formula, if n equal 1, this will become what? y2. To be equal. Now, if n equal 1, this will become y1. If plus h, what is this one? Y prime 1 plus h square over 2 multiplied by y1 second, like this. Now you can substitute now. What is y1? You've got y1 minus 0, 3 plus, what is h? The step is, what is the step here given again? I think it's 0, 1. What is y1 prime? Minus 3. Like I said, numerical equation is all about applying the formula and being careful. Because if you are not careful, it's easy to make a mistake. Any question, Mr. Spinich? You open your mic.
No. No question.
Over 2. Now, what is y prime second? Which is what we got as 0, 3. So if you get your calculator, you type it. You need to get the answer that they got, which is y2. What is y2? Y2 is, they are getting minus. Remember, you also take this guy. You also take 4 comma. Yo, why is my mind freezing? Is it 4 comma? 4 digit after the comma. 5985. So please keep that consistency. Now, while you get this, it means you got y2. You can also get what? Y prime 2. How do you get y prime 2? You use this formula. For n equal 1, if you put 1 here, you'll get y prime 2. if you substitute on the formula, this formula becomes y1 prime plus h y1 second. That's what it becomes. So if you can substitute, what is y1 prime? You find it somewhere here. It is this one, minus 2. So as you can see, the way your answer is depending on the other. So it means if you messed up with one, you've messed up with everybody. So you have to be very careful. What is y1 second? Y1 second is this guy, 0.3. If you can do this calculation, what do you get? Believe that we got the same expression. Yeah, we get minus 2.97. Minus 2.97. Now that we got this one, remember we also have to solve for what? For y second 2. But how do you get y second 2? You use the original formula that you create, the formula derived from the equation given to you. So you'll have y second 2, but now this is really important. For you to get y second 2, you need to be at n equal to, using this formula. So it means you have y second 2 to be equal to x to be equal to x2 multiplied by y2 prime minus 2y2. Now if you can substitute, what is x2? X2 is the guy that you find here, 0.2. What is y prime 2? Minus 2.97. Minus 2. What is y2? y2 is minus 0.5985. If you click the answer, you get what they got. You got n2 to be 0.603. 0.6030 or 0. Now what do we do? Normally we've got to stop here, right? Because we've got what we needed. Remember, we stopped at 2. We got all the y1 prime, y2 prime, all the y2 prime and y3 prime. So even though we got what we wanted, because we have n equal to, we have to exhaust the n equal to. What do I mean by exhausting? You have to use n equal to like we have done for others. So it means for n equal to, you need to solve for this part here and also for this. So if we use this formula, if we had n equal to, how does this formula becomes, guys? It becomes 3. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
It becomes y3 to be equal to what, Mr. Twinichi? This one is y2. I think I'll be going up and down a lot. y2, can you help me with the form? y2 plus h y prime of n, y prime of 2. If I keep doing it, I'll end up remembering the formula. Plus h square over 2. Is it 2? Ooh. Have we been missing something here, guys, on our calculation? It is 2 factorial. Did we use it somewhere here? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
We did.
Oh, we did, man. I thought we missed it. Y second 2. Now it's all about the calculator. What is y2? You've got y2. y2 is this guy, minus 0.5. Guys, as you can see, this thing is straightforward. Numerical equation. I expect you to get all of. I know that there is time on the test, the pressure, but you can manage. Y prime of 2 is minus 2.97 plus h square 0.1 square. Our laptop is low, divided by 2 factorial. What is y second 2? y seconds 2 is the guy that you find as 0,603. So if you calculate this, you'll find out that y3 is what? Minus 0,892. You can stop at 2526. Minus 0,8925. Now you do the same also. This one is y prime, right? Yeah, this one is yn. Yeah, the following what is y prime, so it means you're gonna be having y prime of 3 to be equal, you just following the formula from now, guys, is just that, to be equal to y prime n. Remember, n equal 2, so it is y prime 2, is it plus or minus, plus h y second n, plus h y second, what is the n 2? Now you apply the formula. What is y second? What is y prime 2? What is it? We find it just now. Y prime 2 is minus 2,97. Plus, what is h? H is the step, 0,1. And what is y second 2? Y second 2 is this guy here. 0,603. So if you can get it, you have solved the problem. Minus 2,9 minus 2,9097 minus 2,9097. So this is it, guys. It is Euler's method of second order. Like I said, if you can understand the example, this part here, it's also Euler's. I think, yeah, they're still solving it the same way. It's the same way, nothing is changing, same way you can look at it. All these problem here, Mr. Trinici, I believe that you guys can do that. I do believe that.
Yeah, we can try.
But please try it. So what we have to do, I don't know if I have to do this. I just need to be on the call with my parents, because I told them that I'll call them after my class. So yeah.
I'm not sure, man. Yeah. Is the class finished, or we're gonna do Ranchkuta tomorrow?
Yeah, I want us to do Ranchkuta tomorrow. Please.
I don't know. And then it's fine.
No,
okay, no.
Yeah, but please take that time, that hour, try number B, please.
Yes.
Please take that time to do it, please. Ranchkuta is the same. We're gonna apply the formula, then we are done. We can start revision on Wednesday. We can start revision of everything.
Yes, Mr. S.
Yes. Thanks, my guys. Just need to be a short class.